Hello viewers, welcome to our program on immigration and you. I am your immigration attorney Michael Fulvani, and once again we have with us attorney David Nachman, my partner. David,
Hi Michael.
welcome.
Good morning. Hi.
Thank you. Now in the last program, if you watched that, and that reminds me of telling you that please keep watching us. The next few programs you should always watch, but today and the next few programs are going to be very important, because in these programs we want to bring you the latest information about the new bill, which the name is Border Security, Economic Opportunity and Immigration Modernization Act of 2013. This is the title of the new bill, and this was introduced in the Congress by Senator Schumer, McCain, Durbin, Graham, Menendez, Rubio, Bennett, and Fleck. So it's a bipartisan group, 4 Democrats and 4 Republicans.
Right. The gang, we call them the Gang of 8.
Gang of 8, and David can talk a little more about getting the bill passed and any other. So we did give a lot of information, headlights in the last program. Let's start with talking about the illegal aliens getting legal status. And the name of that particular is registered provisional immigration status. Instead of saying lawful, there was a political thing in, by using those words, the Republicans were happy that this is not a green card, it's only a provisional temporary legal status. Now this, what they did is which we don't like, but we have a lot of things we didn't like, but we have to compromise. They had to compromise, and the more we do that, not touch them and try to raise issues, better it is. If this gets passed as it is, I'll be happy. Most congressmen will be happy, senators will be happy. Some people will always, as usual, raise a voice. So for this particular category, they put a cutoff date. Only people that came before
December 31st, 2011. Right, exactly.
Only those can apply. What will happen, the rest of them, we don't know. But there will be few thousand people at least which will be left behind who came after 2011.
Right. We have no idea what the metrics are on that yet. Yeah.
Now, what are the requirements is that after you get the status, temporary status, you have to maintain a continued physical presence. Right?
That's right.
Or are they talking about continued physical presence since they came? You have to look into that also.
That's right.
But I think a lot of things they are talking about is 2 separate things. What is needed to get a temporary status, and then going forward what they need to get a green card, and then citizenship. So there's a $500 penalty for people who will be applying, but that doesn't apply to the applicants of the DREAM Act. No penalty for the DREAM Act people. They should not have committed serious crimes. I mean, I saw that the small crimes may be okay, but not serious crime. Good news is that even the spouse, husband, wife, or children of these people will be able to apply as long as they are physically present in the US. So if you are getting a temporary status, your family is in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, they won't be able to apply. But if they are here already with you, they would be probably they can even apply on their own, but they are saying that they will be able to apply for the same status again. They can work. They can work for any employer. That means if they get a job, they can transfer the job on that status, and travel abroad. Believe me, David, we have clients who have been here for 10 years now. Father died, mother died. They couldn't go. They've been really dying. They say, green card or no green card, let me have permission to work. So they say, okay, if you get this status, you can travel, which is a very good news for them. Okay, now those people, they say they should be non-criminal, which I already said. They can apply, basically in briefly what they are saying, they can apply for this status and a spouse, child.
Right, and they're talking about...
I'm sorry. This is about those people, those who were here before.
Undocumented or unauthorized.
Before December 30, when they were here in the US.
Right.
But they were arrested and deported back, not for criminal cases.
Right. Well, there's
just because they were here illegally.
Right.
Very good news. They can apply also.
Right.
Provided they have a US citizen or a green card holder or a childhood arrival eligible, the DREAM Act child. So those
Right.
2-3 categories of family members, if they are here, they were deported, they can apply and they can come back again as a temporary stay.
Right, and those provisions were really nice because they speak to family unity and the fact that even though individuals in the family, and we're aware of several cases where individuals who are spouses and children have been separated because of the deportation process, and there's one person left behind here in the United States, and they say, what do I do?
Correct.
So here's an opportunity to have the family be reunited.
That's very good. Okay, what they are saying is that this application, once the law is passed, you have 1 year within which to apply. It's actually 1 more year they will extend probably, they said.
Right.
So within 2 years, and some people are saying even that is too less. Remember that 245I then when came in and they said January 1498, they said no, we cannot do, you should give more time.
Right.
Then they said okay, 2001, said, we need more time.
Right, and remember the goalpost kept moving back until finally it became April 30th of 2001.
Exactly,
So
and
when-
then the CSS rule cases came in still.
Exactly. So
So-
it's not clear based upon what although the proposed statute does have some information in it, it's not clear yet what it's ultimately going to
But
say.
why should they wait for more than a year anyway? The law gets passed, you are illegal, you just apply.
Exactly.
Because then
Well-
they leave the room to fraud. If you
Exactly. Well, what that does, Michael, is it basically moves everyone who is undocumented out of the shadows as quickly as possible, which is one of the underpinnings of this new bill.
Correct,
Yeah.
exactly. Also, people that are in deportation, people has been deported. There's a deportation order. We need a lot of clients. You and me, we see clients. I have a deportation order. What shall I do? What shall I do? No problem. Even those people have a deportation order. They can apply. Those who are in deportation proceeding, the case is going on in the court on deportation.
Right.
They can also apply.
In a
Now,
way, Michael, looking at that, it might be like a form of prosecutorial discretion where what they'll do is they'll make some kind of a motion, I guess, to the court, and they'll say, we're trying to take advantage of this particular benefit, and they'll look for a termination of
That
their
we'll see
case.
in the
Of course.
regulations how
Yeah,
they
exactly.
want this to continue.
That's right.
Because if they says, the law says you can reapply, then maybe no need to even make a motion. Or the law may say you can make a motion, so we will see how that.
Exactly. We don't know
so
how
a lot
that's
of these
gonna-
things are there, a lot of small things we still don't know.
That's
We are
right.
giving the highlights. But as they say, proof is in the pudding.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Or the
Exactly.
details are in the devil, or the devil is in the details, whatever you call it.
Exactly.
So look here, we are talking about 850 pages almost.
That's right.
That David and me are looking into every day, trying to get more and more information.
Not exactly leisure reading.
That's correct.
Right.
Now this status RPI status that you will be getting, registered provisional immigration status, is valid for 6 years. And after that, if you can extend by paying another fee of
$500.
$500.
Right, exactly.
And something also I said.
And now what's interesting is then after 10 years, those individuals then qualify to apply for lawful permanent residence.
Correct.
And then 3 years thereafter, not 5 years, but 3 years thereafter, they're able to apply for citizenship.
Correct.
So this seems to be the roadmap to citizenship that they've been talking about for so long in terms of comprehensive immigration reform.
But you see, there are certain requirements that they have to meet.
Right, well, the metrics, the southern border metrics, I was going to discuss
one
that.
last
so,
thing it
yeah.
says for these temporary workers, and we have to study more, that they will not be eligible for any public benefits
Assistance,
like
right.
Medicaid.
That's correct. Obamacare.
Obamacare.
Correct.
We got to study more because maybe emergency, maybe.
No means-based benefits, that's correct.
Yeah. Now,
Exactly.
then we going further, I hope we have a few minutes left to talk about how these people, when they get temporary status, can get a green card, as you said, 10 years.
Right.
So after 10 years, they have to also show they have paid all the taxes since they became the temporary resident.
Correct.
They're not,
RPI.
they're not talking about
Since RPI
before,
status.
now, but after you get a legal status and you have to work, and continuously you must work, and you must pay taxes for all those 10 years.
And it's not 100% clear yet what they mean by continue to work, because obviously people lose their jobs or transfer their jobs. So how they define that is going to be very interesting.
Correct, but
because
they
it'll-
say you can change the work, so doesn't have to be.
Right, but also if you're out of work, what happens? I mean, let's say that we have issues with the economy again, what happens? How do you deal with that?
Question is gaps, maybe gaps while
Yeah, exactly.
the employer fired you and you take 2 months to find another one. I think there will be the fruity kind of casual,
Exactly.
innocent.
That's right,
That
that's
kind of
right.
rule that we're talking about legal terms now.
Right.
Then another requirement is knowledge of English and civics.
Mm-hmm.
You must know that before you get a green card. Now, for citizenship, we know it is there.
Right.
But now they are putting this condition even for these temporary legal workers, status people, when they get green card. Now, once they get a green card, then they have to wait for 3 years. And again, they should continue to work, and then all those requirements, no crime, no serious crime. No
Exactly.
serious crime, and
That's right.
good moral character, and will probably remain the same in the citizenship application. There is a separate provision for the DREAM Act people.
Right,
For them,
right.
and also agriculture worker program. The DREAM Act is that they get citizenship after 5 years.
5 years.
Because they are going to get the green card right away.
Right.
Once the DREAM Act application is approved, they get a green card.
Right.
And after 5 years, they can become a citizen. Also, the agriculture program that we can talk in the future program, this is some provision in the law bill about people that are working in the agriculture. Remember, same thing happened in the 86 bill, the SAW.
Right.
Seasonal workers, and there's a lot of people got green cards. So when this bill was in the Congress, those people came from the agriculture areas, the senators and congressmen say, same thing exactly happened.
Right.
When some senator Mazoli made the deal, jumped in the other, say, oh, wait a minute. What about our farmers? What about, same thing happened here.
Right.
So then say, okay, we have to, because there are a lot of senators and congressmen, and we want them also over their support.
That's right, and Michael, you'll recall that also when McCain and Kennedy were talking about the reform several years ago, they also talked about an ag jobs provision, which found its way into this proposed new bill also.
And then after the agriculture workers, they made 5 years that they can, as against the illegal. So they're better at
Right.
one. I'm sorry, I want to make a correction. I said wrongly that the DREAM Act people have to wait 5 years.
Five
No,
years to apply for.
No, it does say. I remember. I saw that. After they get a green card, they can immediately apply for citizenship.
Correct.
Immediately.
That's right.
They go
So
straight.
wait 5 years for lawful permanent residence, and then
There's no restrictions
they,
like-
and then they can apply for citizenship immediately.
I don't know,
That's right.
but they can apply just immediately, they said, after
That's-
getting the green card.
that's
So
right.
They may not, we'll see how it works. Basically, some of these things are going to change. And some of
That's
things
right.
we are studying back and forth to see. And my recollection is going back, once they get a green card, they don't have to wait for citizenship. They are getting a special thing. They already waited for many, many years.
Right.
Maybe. Or maybe they put in the 5-year clause that you have the normal 5-year waiting period.
Right.
But like that, we have so many.
Well, let me-
David, I don't
can we-
even know we can complete all these things in the next 3-4 programs. I mean, each subject, each topic.
Each topic is vast, there's no question, but I think that one of the things, Michael, that we really do need to cover for our viewers, it's very important, is that there is one very big hurdle that has to be overcome.
What's
And
that?
that was that was out of the House. The representatives, the House of Representatives, is very concerned about border control, and what they did is they set up some metrics where there has to be 90% compliance with the southern border metrics in order for us to take advantage of this RPI status and all of these other wonderful benefits that you're talking about. So the question then becomes, in everyone's mind, can we do it? Can we ensure that there's going to be 90% compliance on the southern border?
So that thing what you just said leads to another topic. We will be discussing in details about the E-Verify system, about the biometrics, about the photos, about severe penalties against employers who are, I think with all those things in place, we will be at least close to that goal, hopefully. Otherwise, they will again scream and they say, we put a clause in the bill that if you do not stop the illegal aliens coming in the country, we will not give them the green card.
Right.
But I think, we're hopefully 10 years down the road, it's a long way to go. Let us start with this. Most people are happy just to get a permission to work, live here, become green card holders and bring the families there.
Exactly.
And the hope. सो उम्मीद पे दुनिया जीती है ऐसे गॉड विलिंग ये काम होगा, आप सब लोगों को जो बेनिफिट्स हैं वो मिलेंगे. स्टे ट्यून्ड, आई से गॉड विलिंग this will happen, and we hope and live on the hopes. And thank you very much, David, for being on the program.
Thanks so much, Mike.
And thank all of you for watching the program. Please keep watching us on ITV and Vision of Asia every Sunday morning 11:45 and Saturday evening at 7:45 p.m. Thank you.